Good afternoon. My name is Donald Christian, and I serve as president of the State University of New York at New Paltz. It is my pleasure to welcome you and to open the May 2020 virtual undergraduate commencement ceremonies in the 192nd year of our institution. We will begin our ceremony with the National Anthem, sung by class of 2020 undergraduate music student Alexa Marie Fini.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Alexa Marie. The land where I stand today is the traditional territory of the Munsee, Esopus, and Lenape tribes, just as our graduates and others participating in this ceremony from elsewhere in North America are on land that we can trace back to these or other tribes. I want us to acknowledge and honor the land itself and the people who stewarded it for generations as a call to us to learn how to better care for the lands we inhabit. Today, our college community offers this virtual ceremony to recognize and salute our newest graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences in the schools of Business, Education, Fine and Performing Arts, and Science and Engineering. I want to speak briefly about the special circumstances of this spring semester. It was with great disappointment that we had to postpone our traditional in-person commencement ceremonies due to the continuing uncertainty of the coronavirus. But this was the right action for the health and safety of our campus community and consistent with bans on large gatherings. We know some of our graduates, their families, or friends have been impacted by the coronavirus, and we wish everyone well during this challenging time. It is a priority for us to provide our graduates and candidates with the opportunity to return to campus for a safe in-person commencement celebration in May 2021 to recognize their years of hard work and accomplishments. More details about that ceremony will follow in the coming year. Today's virtual graduate and undergraduate commencement ceremonies will not replace an in-person celebration for our students who graduated in August and December 2019 and in January 2020, and will graduate in May and August 2020. Today's virtual event recognizes and celebrates our graduates this spring when we all would normally gather for this seminal moment. Commencement ceremonies at their core are about recognition. First and foremost, we recognize the achievement of students who have completed the hard academic work of earning a degree. That accomplishment is especially meaningful this year as you have had to adapt quickly to remote learning and a very different kind of spring semester. For some of you, this includes balancing your coursework with increased family responsibilities as you live and work from home. Joining me in recognizing your efforts is U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer. The Senator appreciates the value of public higher education and has been working hard to support our state during this unprecedented time. The Senator wanted to extend his congratulations to our graduates in the following brief video.
Hello to SUNY New Paltz. This is Senator Chuck Schumer, and it's my honor to address the faculty and staff, families and friends of the graduates, and most of all, you, the class of 2020. Now, I'm really sorry I can't join you in person, as I do almost every year, but I'm grateful that modern technology allows us still be connected on this very special day. As we all know, these are really difficult times, perhaps more difficult than most of us have ever experienced. There are two aspects to this pandemic that make things all the more challenging. The first is our uncertainty. This virus is brand new, and our lack of knowledge about it. How do we get the virus? How is it spread? How does it affect different people differently? When will we have an effective antiviral medication and vaccine? And most of all, how soon can we get back to normal? And the second aspect that's just as bad is that we have to isolate ourselves. We New Yorkers during times of trouble like to come together and be with each other, share experiences together. After 9/11, I stood with President Bush on the pile. No partisan divisions. We came together as Americans and New Yorkers. After Sandy, I walked the streets and beaches of New York City and Long Island and hugged people. But we can't do that now. We have to remain isolated. So the challenges of this moment are truly unique, but so has been our collective response. The fact that we're finding new ways to do things like celebrating this graduation virtually just goes to show you that New Yorkers won't let anything stop us from honoring what's so important. First, I'd like to say a quick word to the parents. Nothing will take away your decades of hard work raising your children, for which they and all of us are so very grateful. And while this day may be tempered by worries about the future, at least there's one silver lining. You're not seated in the balcony way in the back. You get to sit next to your son and daughter, give them a hug, as they receive their diploma and become an adult before your very eyes. Congratulations to the moms and dads. And one more word of thanks. Today, as we're celebrating right now, there are men and women all across the state and nation who are serving on the front lines, risking their lives in the battle against coronavirus. Doctors, nurses, healthcare workers, pharmacists, ambulance drivers, food workers, police officers, firefighters, and so many more. They are our heroes. And I am working in Congress to create a COVID-19 Heroes Fund, which would provide pandemic premium pay to all essential workers. Let's have a virtual round of applause for them. Now to the class of 2020. I know this may not be what you pictured even a few months ago, but today is still your day. All of your hard work has earned you a degree from a fine institution of higher learning, and nothing can take that away from you. Right now, it may feel like the future's a dark hole, but what has been true throughout history is just as true today. That even in times of difficulty, there are always new opportunities, new ways of thinking, doing things in a better way. So my message for the class of 2020 is simple. It's natural to fear the unknown, but don't let the harshness of this current moment prevent you from seizing opportunities. They're out there. And don't forget, You have incredible assets, a college degree from a great institution, loving families who will have your back through thick and thin. Our society will overcome this pandemic, and so will you. And when the worst is over, we'll need your help to rebuild our country even stronger than it was before. You are our future leaders, and we have faith in you. So to the graduates, I say once again, congratulations, good luck, Godspeed.
Thank you, Senator Schumer. SUNY Chancellor Christina Johnson has also been committed to ensuring that SUNY continues to serve New York and deliver a high-quality public higher education to our students. The Chancellor sends her remote congratulations and best wishes to all SUNY graduates in a brief video that we'll play now. Watch for the several points in this video where SUNY New Paltz shows up.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to all of you on earning your degree after years of hard work at the State University of New York. You have cleared an enormous hurdle and stand on the cusp of the future. That can be both exhilarating and scary. Exhilarating because no matter what is happening in the world and perhaps weighing on your mind, you finished what you started. You earned a degree from one of the nation's top campuses, and no one can ever take that away from you. So you, your family, friends, and all the people who invested in your success should be very proud. But it's scary too, because you have been thrust unwittingly into a world embroiled in chaos. This is a time of great disruption that has brought grief and financial difficulty to many. The inability to be part of the glorious ritual of walking across the stage at your own spring commencement is just one example of this. We are hopeful that this tradition can resume in the not-too-distant future. But this is a single moment in time. It will pass, and you will have the opportunity to step into a future that only you can control. In earning your diploma, you've proven that you have the fortitude, discipline, and ability to achieve whatever you set your mind to. Your presence at this virtual commencement today is a victory. All of us eagerly await your emergence as the leaders you are destined to be. Many of you are already leading by participating in SUNY's system-wide response to the COVID-19 crisis. We continue to answer Governor Cuomo's call to action by converting our facilities into medical treatment centers, providing testing sites, sending medical volunteers to hard-hit locations, conducting research on antivirals and clinical trials, and more. By working together, we will emerge from this challenge stronger than ever. To do that, we will need your energy, your passion, your newly acquired skills, and sense of purpose. I have no doubt that your SUNY education has prepared you well. You know the meaning of success and what it takes to achieve. You've demonstrated that you are fearless, possess the grit, resiliency, and courage necessary to see you through any of the challenges life will inevitably throw your way. Most importantly, you have the power to rebuild confidence in our nation, and your SUNY degrees will help you do that. On behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, I congratulate you and your families on this remarkable achievement, and I'm so pleased to call you SUNY alums. Woohoo!
Thank you, Chancellor. As we continue our focus on recognition, we acknowledge our graduates' families and friends whose continued support, especially during this challenging time, made their education possible. We recognize faculty for their dedication in sharing knowledge, guiding and motivating students in their intellectual pursuits, and contributing to the growth of knowledge and human understanding. Many faculty have supported you on your journey to this day, and we thank them for their commitment to our students. I know that they are with you today in spirit. We recognize students who have achieved special honors, whose exceptional devotion to their studies and extracurricular leadership has brought them distinction. We recognize our graduates who are military service members, veterans, and their dependents. Your values and experiences contribute to and enhance the fabric of our campus community. We thank you for your service. We recognize our graduates who have overcome significant challenges on their path to this moment. Some of you are the first ever in your family to earn a college degree. Some of your parents are recent immigrants to the U.S., or you yourselves are immigrants, still adapting to a new country and culture while earning a college degree. Some overcame significant financial struggles to afford a college education. We recognize and commend our graduates who have worked diligently to overcome the direct and indirect impact of the coronavirus and continued to be productive during these extraordinary times. For most of their New Paltz education, our graduates seized the high-quality academic, social, cultural, and many other experiences that we offer right here on campus. But we know that students were especially saddened to have their final semester ended so abruptly and that so many special events this month were shifted to a virtual format. Commencement, BFA exhibitions, Senior Toast, Student Research Symposium, Engineering Expo, and others. We applaud your ability to overcome the adversity that coronavirus has caused in your educational and personal lives. I know that your willingness and success in adapting quickly to a changing environment will serve you well in your life and livelihood. Underlying these formal recognitions is a deeper realization that in a few moments, today's graduates will no longer be our students, but will embark on the next stage of their life's journey. For some, the next steps may be more uncertain now than they were a few months ago. But have confidence that your New Paltz degree and education have prepared you well for what lies ahead. Congratulations also to college employees and family members of our employees who are graduating today. At commencement, we recognize members of the graduating class for outstanding academic achievement and for receiving special awards. Each year, the State University of New York acknowledges outstanding undergraduates with the Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence. This award is based on distinctive academic, athletic, leadership, and service accomplishments. This year, 5 New Paltz seniors received this award and are graduating today. They are Majessa Pedroso, Jeremy Luna, Allison Hummer, Benjamin J., and Felicia Teep. At New Paltz, our athletes are also scholars, and they excel both on the field and in the classroom. We are very proud of our scholar athletes, their coaches, and the athletics program. New Paltz women's tennis and women's basketball teams won conference championships this year. However, some athletes were shortchanged by the abrupt end of the spring season due to the coronavirus. We acknowledge this loss for our student athletes, their families, and our coaches, and fellow students and community members who support them so well. Our salutatorian is Megan Vaughn of Ballston Spa, New York. Megan majored in early childhood and childhood education with a concentration in mathematics. Megan has future plans to pursue a master's degree in literacy education. It is customary to designate one exceptional student as valedictorian of their class, and at commencement to ask the valedictorian to address their fellow graduate. Our valedictorian is Majessa Pedroso of Mamaroneck, New York. Majessa graduated last December, a semester early, with a bachelor's degree in communication disorders and a minor in sociology. She will deliver today's student address in a few moments. As just noted, Majessa was one of the recipients of this year's Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence. Majessa was active on campus as an honors student and a coordinator and mentor in the Honors Peer Mentorship Program. She was also president of the New Paltz chapter of the National Student Speech Language Hearing Association. As a student, Majessa interned at Rusk Rehabilitation at New York University Langone Health in Burke Rehabilitation Hospital. She's planning to pursue a master's degree in speech-language pathology at Columbia University Teachers College this fall and hopes to become a speech-language pathologist in the medical field. We congratulate Majessa on earning this year's valedictorian distinction and thank her for offering this address to her fellow graduates.
Thank you, President Christian, and hello to faculty, staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates who are joining us virtually to celebrate an important milestone. Today is truly a celebration of the journey we took to get here, and a celebration of our professors, friends, and family who have helped us each step of the way. Importantly, we also celebrate our hard work and perseverance. We have faced many challenges over these past months, but my fellow graduates have adapted and persisted, even when they felt like giving up. While we might be in sweatpants and t-shirts instead of caps and gowns, we should be proud of our accomplishments and celebrate our day. When thinking about what I would like to share in this address, I was reminded of a rainy day in December when a friend asked me what I would miss most about New Paltz. I told him I know it's cliche, but I'll miss the people I've met the most. It was at New Paltz where I met professors who believed in their students and who helped those students realize their potential. It was at New Paltz where I met incredibly driven, kind, and passionate students who worked tirelessly to reach their goals and expand their capabilities. As valedictorian, I shouldn't say this, but our fierce determination has even helped us study for exams the night prior and finish assignments minutes before 11:59. Moving forward, I hope we will use this strong willpower to seize our dreams and help create a more compassionate and equitable world. It has been 5 months since my friend asked that question, and now I can answer it more fully. I've missed seeing the gunks during my daily treks across campus. I've missed enjoying the warmth of the sunlight under blossoming trees. I've missed the quietness of the library on Saturday mornings. I've missed weekend brunches and late night talks with my roommate, and I've missed the lively energy of the campus. Like me, I'm sure that many of my fellow graduates are missing our college and are anxious about the future ahead of us. However, I am certain that the skills we have developed and the lessons we have learned during our time at New Paltz will help us persevere. Whether we realize it or not, we have gained valuable skills, like using Tap and Go and Grubhub to avoid the lines in the sub and at Starbucks, and finding free t-shirts and food at different campus events. I, for one, am proud that I can cite references in Chicago, MLA, and APA formats. It truly is about the little things. In all seriousness, however, a lesson I will always carry is to muster the courage to do things, even when I lack the confidence. We are often more capable than we think. We just have to try, even if we fail. Above all, it is when we shy away from experiences that we miss opportunities to succeed and improve. I've grown as a student by having the courage to speak up in class and talk to my professors outside the classroom. I've grown as a person by having the courage to try new experiences and meet different people. As an introvert, I can assure you that these were no easy tasks, but I'm grateful that I took the leap. In our next journey in life, I hope we will have the courage to think critically, stand up for our values, and expand our frameworks. Before I close, I'd like to give a special thank you to some extraordinary people. Thank you to my professors who have opened my mind to new perspectives and taught me to challenge and question the world around me. Thank you to Tess, who has been there for me since the first day of college and whose work ethic has pushed me to become a better student. Last but not least, thank you to my family, whose sacrifices and dream of a better future have led me to this very moment. SUNY New Paltz has given us the opportunity to evolve as people, to expand our knowledge and skills, and to be independent. We have made unforgettable memories and built relationships with people who inspire us. As we close this chapter and open the next one, I hope we all consciously choose kindness and gratitude and ardently use our passions, talents, and experience to lift those around us. Congratulations and good luck to the classes of 2019 and 2020. We finally made it.
Thank you, Majessa. One of the wonderful end-of-year celebrations that will not take place this spring is our long-standing First World graduation, a ceremony for students of color and first-generation students that began here more than 40 years ago, long before universities like Harvard and Columbia, who added such a ceremony only recently. Kiana Graham, an international relations major from Mount Vernon, New York, and the president of the First World graduation, will now share her message for the class of 2020 First World participants.
Good afternoon, First World graduates, friends, family, and faculty. This year marks the 46th annual First World graduation ceremony. Despite all odds, celebration is still in order to acknowledge the outstanding achievements made by the students of SUNY New Paltz. First World graduation initially began in 1973 as EOP graduation. Throughout the years, it has evolved into a ceremony to include participants from general admissions, S&P, and particularly those who are the first in their family to earn a college degree. Now, First World graduation is an immense ceremony for everyone. The purpose is to acknowledge the contributions of the August and December 2019 and January 2020 graduates and the May and August 2020 candidates. The theme for this year is the WNM, literally meaning ram's horns. It is a symbol of strength coupled with humility. It is symbolic of the fact that the ram will fight fiercely against its adversary, but will also humbly submit to slaughter when necessary, emphasizing that even the strong need to be humble. This is reminiscent of the fortitude displayed by the student body during circumstances beyond their own control. We have persevered, we have adjusted, and we have conquered. This time of year is already filled with bittersweetness, but even more so now than ever. It is the end of a familiar journey and the beginning of a new one. And so, I say with much love, Class of 2020, this theme was picked for you long before any of these changes occurred. We have been through adversity long before this time arrived, and we continue to humbly do so until we cannot anymore. Congratulations to the strongest class that I know.
Thank you, Kiana. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ed Carroll, a 1985 SUNY New Paltz alumnus who earned a bachelor's degree in communication in media. He will offer a brief greeting to our graduates and would like to return next May to congratulate you in person and offer a proper commencement address. Ed is Chief Operating Officer at AMC Networks. He's spent more than 30 years at AMC and oversees all operations for the network's highly successful brands: AMC, IFC, Sundance Channel, BBC America, and WeTV, as well as advertising sales and the company's international operations and successful programs including Breaking Bad, Mad Men, and The Walking Dead. Ed is currently a SUNY New Paltz Foundation board director and has been an engaged member of our campus community for many years. New Paltz will always be a special place for him and his wife, 1986 New Paltz alumna Gina O'Brien Carroll, herself a very successful screenwriter and director. The couple met at New Paltz. In his comments, Ed will share with you the way that graduates who have walked on the Excelsior Concourse by the Lecture Center may already have a connection with him and Gina. At this time, I will ask Ed Carroll, a sentimental guy, to deliver his commencement greeting.
So here we are, graduation day, kind of. It's not what you were expecting exactly. A guy with a self-inflicted haircut sitting alone in his kitchen. Hello, I'm Ed Carroll, but you may know me better as the Ed who met Gina on the bench outside the lecture center circa 1982. That's what the plaque says, and it proves that great things really do begin at New Paltz. First, I'd like to point out that you will be the only generation to graduate, and your parents don't say, "What are you doing sitting at home? Shouldn't you be out there trying to find a job?" But it's okay. You graduated. Congratulations. You got the degree, and you got the degree from SUNY New Paltz, and that says to me that you have what it takes to succeed in life. A graduation at a public university like New Paltz means you've met all kinds of people with all kinds of backgrounds, and you've acquired, in my mind, the two most important skills for success: adaptability and confidence. Look, this pandemic is a case in point. Nobody saw this coming. but I would imagine that any subject matter that you have studied over the past 4 years will be impacted by the pandemic, from sociology to psychology to history, science, media and the arts, education, business of any kind. This is a disruption like we haven't seen, but it can lead to change and new ways of doing things and create a need for contributions from new people with new approaches. A short while ago, it appeared you would be graduating into a strong economy. That's not going to be the case now. But roll with events for a while. Be patient with yourself. Don't lose confidence. You graduated from New Paltz. You got this. You have what it takes to succeed, and most important, you have the ability to define what success will look like for you. Which brings me in closing to some life lessons from shows that I have greenlit over my career. From Mad Men in business, show up on time and be really well dressed. From Breaking Bad, bad decisions often lead to bad consequences. Also, never put hydrofluoric acid in the bathtub. From The Walking Dead, apocalypses, they're not easy. It's hard to know when they'll show up, but when they do, they cause people to band together. They can also make it difficult to find paper towels and tuna fish. Congratulations, great job. Remember, be adaptable, be confident, be happy, and be safe.
Thank you, Ed. Ed's decision to relive his first meeting with Gina and mark this bench was indeed a wonderful, heartfelt surprise. This was a moving way to recognize the role New Paltz played in their lives. Like Ed and Gina, we hope the college will continue to be a cherished place for our graduates in the years ahead, and in whatever ways have special meaning for them. I would now like to offer a few brief comments on this special day. In a few minutes, our graduates will be alumni of our institution. You will each receive an alumni pin in the mail that we hope you will wear with pride and honor. As you become graduates of this institution, SUNY New Paltz in turn becomes your alma mater. We have a song, our alma mater, titled In a Valley Fair, that we always perform at commencement to symbolize the new relationship that you and the college have with each other. It is my pleasure to introduce the student group Absolute A Cappella, who will sing the alma mater. The words of the alma mater are located on page 2 in your digital program. I give you Absolute A Cappella.
In a valley very beautiful, guarded well by mountain and hill, beats a heart whose pulse is rich and full of life and power and thrill. We love the alma mater, dear, to thee our so true, and we'll sing with voices strong and clear to the orange and the blue. New Paltz forever, alma mater, we raise a song to thee. The hills echo with glad crescendo. Our praises full and free.
Thank you, Absolute A Cappella. We will now move to the presentation of candidates and degrees. The faculty and deans have recommended to me the candidates for all Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Fine Arts degrees from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences in the schools of Business, Education, Fine and Performing Arts, and Science and Engineering. I will announce each of our majors in these areas, and you surely should cheer for your major when I read it. Today we honor graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences majoring in Anthropology, Asian Studies, Black Studies, Communication Disorders, Communication Studies, Contract majors, digital media production, digital media management, economics, English, French, geography, history, international relations, journalism, Latin American and Caribbean studies, philosophy, political science, psychology, sociology, Spanish, and women's gender and sexuality studies. We honor students in the School of Business majoring in accounting, business analytics, finance, general business, international business, management, and marketing. We honor graduates in the School of Education, which includes candidates in childhood and early childhood education and adolescence education. These graduates have also completed the requirements for a degree in an arts or sciences major and have been recommended for degrees and certification by the faculties of the School of Education and their disciplinary major. We honor students in the School of Fine and Performing Arts in the following majors: art history, music, theater arts, ceramics, graphic design, metal, painting, photography, printmaking, sculpture, visual arts, and visual arts education. We honor graduates in the School of Science and Engineering majoring in astronomy, biochemistry, biology, chemistry, computer engineering, computer science, electrical engineering, environmental geochemical science, geology, mathematics, mechanical engineering, and physics. I have recognized students majoring in all of our bachelor's degree programs, and I will now confer their degrees. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of the State University of New York, I hereby confer upon you bachelor's degrees together with all the rights, privileges, and duties pertaining thereto. At this point of our regular commencement, I would direct you to move your tassels from the right side to the left side of your mortarboard as a mark of your new distinction as graduates. We will certainly include this significant step in our May 2021 ceremony for all who can attend. We will now proceed to the personalized slideshow of each graduate and the reading of the graduates' names. We ask that the virtual audience please help us celebrate the achievement of each and every one of the graduates receiving degrees today and encourage you to view as many of these slides as you would like. I ask the virtual audience to please join me in congratulating our new graduates on their success in meeting and mastering all of the challenges they have encountered on their way to this proud and happy day. You will always be known as the class that graduated in the midst of the coronavirus. You could choose to see this as a loss or instead as a life experience that you've already learned from in this short time. Indeed, it has been a time of loss for your class, a loss of important rituals and time spent in the company of your classmates who will likely become your lifelong friends. Think of Ed and Gina. But along with your sense of loss, I hope that you also choose to make this moment in your life's journey a defining one. You have the opportunity to seize this moment as one that gave you new confidence to overcome hardships and one that led to a journey of self-discovery that has taught us all the importance of perseverance, what it is like to live and thrive amid great uncertainty, and how individual actions and choices have an impact on the world around us. As you go forth to take up the responsibilities of graduate or professional school, employment, family, and community, your college is proud of your achievements so far and looks forward to what you will achieve in your future, this most special class of 2020. We thank you for participating in this virtual ceremony and look forward to your return next year so that we may welcome you back to campus and honor you in person. I now proclaim today's virtual undergraduate commencement exercises of the State University of New York at New Paltz concluded. I wish you all in this college good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you.